Good morning, good morning, good morning, world and YouTube. All right, you guys. Okay, let's get into the things, all of the things. First and foremost, welcome to my little channel. This is Organized Chaos. And I know everybody probably in YouTube world, but a lot of my friends in real life had no idea what was going on with Cardi B and Tasha K. And a few of them are subscribed to the channel. And so I thought I'd give just like a little background about all of the things that led up to was it the speech, the statement, I'm not even sure what to call it, that Tasha delivered on her channel 2 days ago. What's today? Friday? Yeah, 2 days ago. So Um, First, I apologize because a girl just got off from work, like just, but I have something to do in a couple hours. I had to lock down the chat because probably know my mods can't be here because I usually don't even go on this time of day. Like it's Friday. But this is really like if I could have and if I would have had the time yesterday to do this, I would have did it yesterday. But I'm glad I waited because I just had to I like to take the information and put it into a document and share it. So one of the things I'm gonna do, I'm gonna acknowledge my chat first in a second, but I'm gonna, give a little bit of background about what happened between Cardi B and Tasha K. And then literally I'm just going to use the words from Tasha K's mouth and we're going to talk about it a little bit. Okay. So, again, I'm not trying to be here all day with you guys because it's Friday and I know other content creators are live at the same time. Some of my people are live. I just couldn't change the time because I got to go get dressed. I got somewhere to go. So, first, let me acknowledge hey, Bay, Pillow Talk with Bay. Thank you for being here. Hey, Bay, I'm waiting for this epic show. Hey, Andrea Nelson. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. You guys, if you would please subscribe to one of my besties in the real world, Foxy and Family. She has one of the most uplifting and positive spaces on YouTube that I know of. Also, my big sister is Saki Speaks. I think she has a live right now, so I'm pretty sure she's not here, but still subscribe to Saki Speaks. We're getting ready to get into this book on Saki. I think she might be going, listen, I didn't read the first chapter yet. I got my little thing in here. I started reading, big sis. I'm a catch up though. I'm getting there. Thoughts Without a Thinker. So if you guys like book clubs, please follow Saki. She's gonna start one about Thoughts Without a Thinker. Also, please subscribe to Pillow Talk with Bay, who stopped in the chat. I appreciate that. Bars. Subscribe to my sis Andrea Nelson as well. And please don't forget to sign the petition. We have not forgotten. Cancel John Yates. Also, subscribe. One of my mods is Bikini Body Challenge. So please subscribe to her as well. And Andrea's giving the hearts and the love. And yes. All right, let's get into the things, you guys, because I know it's other places to be. We got to support all of our people. And I'm not trying to keep everybody here forever. But I did want to give my little 2 cents on all of the things. So let's do this. Oh, wait. Let me take this down for a second. Did y'all see my epic background? Too bad. I be trying to. Anytime I rhyme in my head, I be like bars. I don't try to like on purpose, but if it happens, I catch it and I be like bars. I do it. I'm a teacher. I do it with my students and they absolutely adore it. They be like bars. Yes, miss. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so let's start. Listen. Let's start with what had happened. What had happened was Tasha said some things about Cardi. Cardi B sued Tasha K in 2019 over YouTube videos she had posted, meaning Tasha had posted, which included shocking claims about the rapper. Some of the allegations Kibi made in her videos claim that Cardi B effed herself with beer bottles on effing stripper stages, while others claimed she had contracted herpes and was a prostitute, according to Billboard. The case finally went to trial on January the 10th, 2022, and it lasted for 2 weeks. Some of my people are like, girl, who is Tasha K? Because they really don't know. Tasha K, whose real name is Latasha Kibi, is 39 years old. So since I am a whole decade over than Latasha, I will not say anything negative about the younger lady. I am only going to use her words to have a conversation with you. I've already had a discussion about with Foxy about women being beautiful on the inside and out. I did. Foxy thinks everybody is beautiful inside and out. I concluded that Tasha K is not beautiful on the inside. She's beautiful on the outside. She's married. She has a husband. She's found attractive. So on the inside, though, I had concluded that she's not beautiful on the inside. Latasha Kibi, 39, is known as an Atlanta, Georgia based blogger. She is often seen posting videos to her YouTube account, Unwind with Tasha K. It said which has, but I crossed that out and I put this in here because she had over 1 million subscribers. She doesn't anymore. It's down to 995,000, I think, as of earlier today. Kibi also runs the Wino Gang podcast, where she talks about celebrity drama and gossip. So, what happened in the Tasha K Cardi B lawsuit? During the trial, both Cardi and Kibi testified and recalled their accounts of the allegations. According to Billboard, Cardi said on the stand that she felt suicidal from the videos and that only an evil person could do that shit. Kibi ultimately admitted. I highlighted it and I bolded it on purpose because I just need you to remember that she admitted to having published lies. And then she tried to walk it back. She tried to walk the statement back. Jurors, that is such a hard word for me to say sometimes. Jurors found Kibi liable for defamation. They found her liable for defamation as well as invasion of privacy through portrayal in a false light and intentional infliction of emotional distress, the media outlet reports. Cardi was then awarded 1.25 million in damages. Kibi wrote on Twitter to her 35,000 followers following the verdict on Monday, January the 24th, 2022. My husband, attorneys, and I fought really hard. I want to thank them for their long hours and sleepless nights. Winos, it's only up from here. See y'all in a few days. Back to work. On Tuesday, January the 25th, Cardi was awarded an additional $2.8 million by the jury, according to filed verdict. Cardi's overall total reward in the lawsuit following the jury announcement ended up being around $4 million, which included $25,000 for medical expenses and around $1.3 million to pay for Cardi's attorneys. All right. So the thumbnail says cognitive dissonance. I wanted to give a little definition, just a little Webster's definition of exactly what is cognitive dissonance. Because again, I am not here to slander or defame anyone. I'm just here to talk about the words, talk about what is actually being said, and just what I see in general. Cognitive dissonance, the state of having inconsistent thoughts, beliefs, or attitudes, especially as relating to behavioral decisions, meaning the things that you do, and attitude change. These are some examples of cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance causes feelings of unease and tension, and people attempt to relieve this discomfort in different ways. Examples include explaining things away or rejecting new information that conflicts with their existing beliefs. So I might believe that the sky is purple, but it's actually blue. And instead of me accepting and acknowledging a blue sky, I come up with a whole bunch of different reasons why the sky is actually purple, boo. It's purple. Like I said, let me tell you why. So, yes, Andrea, big money, 4 million. By the way, I like that. bars. I do it all the time. The kids love it. Um, yes, how are y'all Friday? Listen, we got to get into all of the words that Miss Kibi said. How y'all doing today? How was y'all Friday? I know, Andrea, I know you're on a different time zone. And babe, I think you are too, because you go live when I'm knocked out at night. I be so sleep. I wake up. Sometimes I catch it on replay, and I don't always let you know. But I do. I catch y'all's replays. But I know Andrea's on a whole different time zone. So how y'all? I hope y'all having a good day today. All right. So this is just a note from me. I actually watched Tasha K live when she gave her speech, and the video that is there now, see, it looks different to me. I have no idea if it has been edited, but and maybe I was sleepy when she gave it. Maybe I saw things I didn't see. But this is just a note. I watched Tasha K live. The video on her channel now looks different to me. In her live show, I saw some of her body movements. Like she was leaning over, she was grabbing underneath the desk, she took really long pauses. All of that body movement, it's no longer in the video that is on her page right now. And I'm a little confusion, but the words are still there, and that's what's important. So the video there now doesn't have all of that extra drama she was displaying that night. It's like you could tell she was trying to hold herself back. She really wanted to scream, cuss, and fuss. And every time that feeling came up with her, she would grab the table. She would stop and pause, kind of like she does, look, in the beginning of the live. I just thought that was a little confusing. So I just wanted to let y'all know that. All right, let's get into it. So these are Tasha K's words. The title of the video is Exclusive. Tasha K's official statement on the verdict. She took deep breaths. Her fingers are tapping. She's going to wave her hand and she's going to clap, and then she's going to get started. All right. These last 4 years fighting this conspiracy case have been extremely challenging. And yet I wouldn't change a single thing about any of it. I've learned so much. Every moment was incredibly powerful and insightful. The verdict handed down on Monday was no shock to myself, my husband, or my legal team. We are prepared, and we were prepared for this challenge from the beginning. Prepare for the worst, as we said. We called bluff against a machine. I highlighted that word, a machine, because when she started with that word, a machine, I got confused. I was like, what is a machine? What y'all drinking? Are y'all drinking anything today? I'm drinking water. I went out last night and I have to detox. I went out on a work night. That doesn't happen very often. All right, I'm gonna start there, and I'm gonna acknowledge you guys were saying, and McClurg came in the building. Hey, McClurg, welcome and thank you for being here. I appreciate you. All right, let's get back to Tasha's words. We called bluff against a machine that wanted to bully me for not wavering from my personal beliefs. A machine. So by the second machine and the wavering from my personal beliefs, I realized she's referring to Cardi. She's not referring to the machine of YouTube. She's not referring to the machine of the record industry. It didn't seem like. She's referring to Cardi B as the machine. So If we think about it as her referring to Cardi B as the machine, she's saying she called bluff against Cardi B because she should be allowed to say whatever she wants to say about Cardi B and probably anybody else because that's her personal beliefs. A machine that has corporate interests to protect prostitution, drug use, promiscuity, and to glorify the violence that wreaks havoc. I think she said wreaks havoc on our society and in our neighborhood, and to glorify it's sold to our children as the it factor. This is when I really got confusion. Like, I got confusion right here because I didn't understand what she was talking about. She started deflecting from the machine that is Cardi B. Y'all, excuse me, my son is walking in the door, and usually he doesn't know that I'm on YouTube, and he likes to come up here and bother me. So if I have to mute real quick, that's why. All right, let's keep going. So she started with this machine that is YouTube. And then she goes on to, hold on for 1 second, guys. Yes, he's walking back downstairs. He was coming right upstairs too. All right, everybody's giving love. All right, so she started talking about this machine that is YouTube. Then she started talking about, so we know the machine is Cardi. So she's saying Cardi has corporate interests that protect. So now she's calling Cardi a prostitute. She uses drugs. She's promiscuous, and that she glorifies violence. So she's still talking shit about Cardi B. She's just trying to do it in a real slick type way. And y'all, she still got to go back to court. It's not over. These are the words that Cardi's attorney can now use against her. This is fascinating to me. Tasha is a fascinating person to me. Then she goes into glorifying violence that wreaks havoc on our society and in our neighborhood, and to glorify it's sold to our children as the it factor. She says the machine, and then she calls the machine this thing. She said this machine, this thing. She's still talking about Cardi specifically secured an extremely prejudicial verdict against myself and my company solely off of sympathy and payola. I put the definition of payola here because everybody might not know what that means. And the only time I've heard payola mentioned is in reference to Cardi, and it was coming from Nicki Minaj. So she says Cardi B, because remember, she's saying the machine, and then she gets specific, this thing. So she's talking about Cardi. She's talking about Cardi. Secure, she won. She won. She won her court case. And then she's blaming it on sympathy and payola. Payola is the practice of bribing someone to use their influence or position to promote a particular product or industry. That is something that has been going on in the music industry since the music has been industrying. So what and ever. And I'm sure when content creators buy subbies and create troll farms, that too could be considered payola. So stop it with how people get to where they get to. Cardi is doing things. She had enough money and she had enough time to sue you. So boom. Asking me to redact the real reason as to why I, as in Tasha K, was reporting on the issues at hand. Remember, the issues at hand were the pop bottle, the herpes, the promiscuity, Those were the issues. But Tasha says that she's really concerned about glorifying the violence that wreaks havoc on our society. But she was reporting on bottles, prostitution, saying that Cardi's had herpes and succeeded mhm, in making me out to be an angry and malicious woman. I don't think she succeeded. I think you succeeded in making yourself look like an angry and malicious woman because from what we're being told, all they did was play your videos in court. They just played you. They just used your words, kind of like what I'm doing today. I'm just using the words that you put into the universe. hmm See how that works? hmm This is the real business. Now, here we go. This is the real business. I am a wife of 17 years. Last time I checked, Cardi is a wife as well, but okay. A mother to a beautiful 15-year-old girl. Last time I checked, Cardi is a mother to a beautiful little girl. And at the time that all this was happening, she was actually pregnant with her beautiful daughter. And she didn't get to enjoy her pregnancy one bit. Who is an honor student and a 2-year-old son. Cardi has a son now, too. My platform creates news and sheds light on the issues going on in our society. Tasha's platform, from what I've seen, does a lot of talking about people. And the only issues that I've seen her refer to on her platform is other people's issues, not society's issues in general. Or maybe I missed something because I don't really watch Tasha. Like if you guys know of any like social justice issues that Tasha has been a part of or created a video of, can you let me know in the chat? I'd be really interested in finding that information. I didn't know she cared about social justice. I didn't. That's new for me. All right, let's keep going, y'all. The First Amendment right. I'm sorry, my First Amendment right. Hers. My First Amendment right poses a threat to the machines. Remember, the machine is Cardi B. The machine's sole intention to mislead the public with caricatures. So now Cardi B is misleading the public by creating caricatures built on violence, selling sex, and images of a denounced stereotype. I'm not here to debate Cardi B's music or its message. I'm here speaking on what Tasha K is saying in her summary of the verdict in the case that Cardi actually won. So we're trying to stop you from thinking about that 4 million that was awarded to Tasha, and she wants you to focus on Cardi B and her music and her videos and her public image as a rapper. Mhm. Look at, and oh, I put on my Chicago shirt just for this. Look at Chicago and LA and various other cities that can't even sit in their own living room and braid their kids' hair without worrying about bullets flying through and killing their children because that had fucking absolutely nothing to do with your court case or what you said about Cardi B. But go off, girl. Go off. Child. What was she talking about? McClurg says, why does a woman not want to be known for integrity and making it in her talent rightfully? Child, McClurg. Apologizing is part of our journey, as no such thing as a perfect human being. Well, I'm not thinking that this was meant to be an apology. This was just meant to for her to just speak her mind, I guess. This was her cognitive dissonance talking. All right. My First Amendment right was painted to the public and courts as a bully, vile, and malicious towards the machine. Once again, we know the machine is Cardi B. So she's saying Cardi B painted me as a bully, as vile, and as malicious. Again, they played your videos in court. So now it's Cardi B's fault that you made yourself into a bully, that you are vile in the things that you made up about her, and that you were malicious when you spoke about her? Okay. Okay, girl. Towards the machine that glorifies a lifestyle meant to serve as modern day genocide on our people. Now she's saying Cardi B is trying to kill us all. Child. A machine that clearly influences our children on how to kill, sell their bodies, and more. Remember, the machine is Cardi. So now she's accusing Cardi of all these new things. You can't bully someone or something that takes pride in painting our children and teaching our children to be degenerates. And if you are a public figure that pushes this image and this lifestyle for likes and views and a way to make money in our society, then I and we have the duty to exercise our First Amendment right as traditional media and new age digital media analysts to say, no, this ain't it. Okay, so wait. I bolded and highlighted the likes and views because, again, in court, they asked about the why. And they basically came to the conclusion that the why is because using Cardi B as a catalyst helped Tasha K get clicks, get views, and to drive people to her page as well as to the products that she was promoting to sell. But now she's saying it's the machine that's looking for the likes and views, not me. Not it wasn't me. It was the machine. Girl, this is not defamation or invasion of privacy. The court says it is. When these machines, Cardi, have pushed this lifestyle on us for profit, you push the Cardi videos on us for profit. So boom. This ain't about $4 million. Well, it's about 3.8 million. But what's a cool rounding up? This machine, now this is true. This machine never wanted my money. That part of this statement is totally true because Cardi wanted to settle this behind the scenes. She tried to appeal to Tasha as a mother. Remember, she was bragging about being a mother and a wife? Cardi tried to appeal to the wife and the mother. And Tasha says she could wipe her ass with the cease and desists. So she's right. She didn't want the money, but now she got it. They wanted to shut down my company. I don't think she was trying to shut down your company. Your company still exists. In order to protect their assets that glorify this reckless and dangerous lifestyle pushed on us and our children. It was about someone demanding that I, meaning Tasha, respect and give respect to something that has never earned my respect. Why does Cardi need to earn your respect though? I think that's where I'm confusion again. She never earned your respect. Oh, I figured it out. Look at that. See how that works? Because she wouldn't give you an interview. She wouldn't come on your channel. So you don't respect her because she told you no. How dare anybody tell you no? So people who tell you no don't deserve your respect. Got you. This is about changing the trajectory of how things have been done in Hollywood for over a century. Hey girl, what? What are you even talking about? So now she's making herself the watcher of Hollywood. She's the Hollywood good girl police. She's going to report on all the things that are wrong with Hollywood now. I don't see any A-list celebrities on her website, on her YouTube channel. That's where the Hollywooders are, the A-list celebrityers, and all those things. There are no more gatekeepers, no more red tape, no more waiting to be picked and told what you have to do. If we simply believe in ourselves and our God given right to live our lives purposefully and don't allow our gifts to die with us, we all hold the key to change. I am confusion. What? Girl, Tasha, what is you talking about, girl? McClure, are you confusion? Are you a little lifted in confusion? Girl, that's how I was that night. I was like, that's why I had to see the words, y'all. I'm like, if I needed to see the words to help me unpack what she was talking about, I feel like there are other people that exist just like me who listened to it and was like, I know that was some BS, but I couldn't really put my finger on all of the BS because it was just so much. I was like, let me put this into words. Let me see what she really is saying. And this is a mess. This is a mess. What is she talking about? This is not about Hollywood at all. Girl. Girl. Yes. It makes you feel, I felt crazy on Wednesday night when I listened to it. And then when I wrote it out and saw it, I was like, oh, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was her. It was her. Not only was she trying to like shift the narrative, she was trying to, it was a duck flying and you got to try to shoot that like the target. It was just everywhere. It was not cohesive at all. We're not finished. Let's keep going. New age digital media, such as myself, and traditional media, we exercise our First Amendment right to publish our opinions and facts concerning these caricatures of stereotypes. No, ma'am. First Amendment does not give you the right to publish your opinion as a freaking fact. Girl, pushed in our homes and into our society. And we're just supposed to accept it because there's no money on the table? No, absolutely not. Oh my God, y'all. She's almost 40 years old. And this is her mindset. I am so worried about her children. Hey, Drea Boo. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. You been on your Peloton? Girl, I got 350 rides in today. Boop. Andrea says 100% organized chaos. During and after the video, I was full of confusion because it did not make any sense. And she was trying to be cryptic and pretend girl. I'm telling you, that's why I was just like, I got to talk about this. And I got to do it as soon as possible while it's still fresh. And today was the soonest I could get to it. Yeah, something's wrong. Something is wrong with her. The what? Listen, when I tell you something's wrong, like really, really wrong. Drea said, I couldn't even finish watching the video. 2 minutes in, and I knew it was going to be the BS. I had to watch it. I had to. I don't even watch her channel. I didn't even care about giving her a click and a view. I wanted to see it from her page that day. And I watched it, and I was so confused. Girl. All right. This case was meant to drain me financially. No, it was not. This case was meant to teach you a lesson. Almost 40-year-old woman picking on a 39-year-old, a, 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 a youngster. I would never use my 49-year-old age to try to come for you. I know things about life that you haven't experienced yet. You're older than Cardi. The way that you used your platform to demean her, no, she was a brand new mother. The joy of pregnancy was something that she couldn't even fully experience because of you. This case was meant to drain me financially, and it did not. And send a message to anyone who thinks they have the right to challenge a machine that protects their corporate interests. Her use of this word machine is so intentional. It's so strategic. The night of the video, let me take a sip of my water, y'all. The night of the video, one of my friends who's a little petty texted me like, girl, you watching this? I was like, girl, yes. She was like, what is the machine? I couldn't even give her an answer because I was confused in the moment. I couldn't put together that she was actually talking about Cardi until I wrote it out and looked at it. And I kept going back. And I was like, the machine is Cardi. I thought the machine was like the machine, right? The systems that I always talk about when I'm doing some of my updates about the kids and the remembering those we've lost. But this machine is not, that's not what she's talking about. She's not talking about the systems of corporate America. She's not talking about the systems of the music industry. She's not even talking about the systems that exist in Hollywood, even though she referenced Hollywood. Anytime she references a machine, she is strategically talking about Cardi. And she's doing it without trying to say Cardi's name because she thinks that in the future she got her dig in and Cardi and her attorneys can't use this against her in court. Y'all can take my video, girl, because I see what she's trying to do here. We knew this case. We knew why this case didn't go our way. Our First Amendment right was intentionally hindered from the moment the case was filed. What? What? You knew the case. Cardi tried to get you to stop doing what you were doing behind the scenes. She sent you several cease and desist that you wiped your ass with. You knew the case wasn't going to go your way, so you knew you were going to lose. Now you're saying that your First Amendment right was intentionally hindered? Are you going to be specific with that information? How was your First Amendment right intentionally hindered? You be on your platform talking all kind of things, saying all of the things. Even up until the case was going on, you left the videos up there. So you were still living within your First Amendment right throughout the entire court case. The videos were still there. Girl, what is you talking about? This is jibber jabber. If one of my students turned in a paper like this, they'd fail. This is an F paper. I'm not even going to talk about the grammar that I had to clean up a little bit. I kept most of it the same, but it was a little ungrammatically correct too. And I'm not even an ELA teacher. Girl. My company and I have built a platform that has been stamped over and over by traditional media and, most importantly, my viewers. You all. Viewers are not a stamp of approval, boo. Just because people watch train wrecks, and I am guilty of watching a few, it doesn't mean they approve of you. We just like to see the mess sometimes. Sometimes we want to forget about the real world that we actually just got out of, and we want to unwind with some foolishness. But we don't want to intentionally hurt people. Well, most of us don't, because obviously some of your winos do. That's why I had to lock my chat down today, child. Because I don't be knowing what they be talking about. Whew, child. I have broken hundreds of stories on this platform from the moment I started recording videos in my guest bedroom back in 2015 while working at Seasons 52 as a server. I know y'all maybe think this is over, but no. No. This is just the beginning. I will spend as many years as I can to protect our right to voice our opinions and facts. You weren't allegedly saying anything. You presented your opinions as facts, boo. Not and, as. As. On these images that are sold and pushed on us. Girl. Like, you can't make this up. And seeing it on paper made it worse. This is making it so much worse for me. The appeal process has already started. You have your right to appeal, but you should start making payments in the meantime, boo. And we intend to expose every conspiracy against me, my company, and my family. So now there's conspiracies against Tasha K. I wonder what those conspiracies are. Did you take a bottle and put it up your vajayjay, Tasha? Did you get herpes? Like, what's the conspiracies against you? I want to know, because I don't know of any. I don't know of anybody out here just making up stuff about you and putting it on their channel and tagging you and saying this is true about Tasha K. I could be wrong though, because I really don't reside in that sector on YouTube. I haven't seen it though. Maybe some of the people in my chat have. If y'all know, let a girl know. Because I'm a little slow. I'm not always up on all of the beef. I was supposed to be destroyed a long time ago, but it didn't happen. Who was going to destroy you, boo? Nobody can destroy you. God determines all those things. I am still here. We are still here. Okay. Girl, the fuck is you talking about? The sad thing is so many of her supporters, the winos, are eating this up and egging her on. I can love you and still check you when you're wrong. That it is the saddest part. They were just throwing up wine glasses. They were sending super chats. What? Yeah, I was totally confused during the live. And they were in there eating it up like they totally understood it. I just felt so slow. I was like, what is happening with this cognitive dissonance here? Like, I felt like I lived in an alternate universe for a second, y'all. I was like, what is going on? Why are these people understanding what is happening when what is happening is making absolutely zero sense in real life? It made no sense what went down on Wednesday on that live. Whew. This machine, remember the machine is Cardi B. This machine tried to squeeze us for everything. Girl, no, she didn't. She lowered one of them court costs. She lowered the doctor's fees or something. She was still being nice at the end of every day. On the last day, she took something down from like what 500,000 to 25,000. What are you talking about? But God said otherwise. You better stop using God's name. You need to stop putting God in this. You're gonna make your existence worse if you keep on using God as your fallback when you want to justify your foolish words that nobody absolutely understands. Your winos didn't even understand that. You could have got on there and sung the ABCs and they would have put wine glasses up and sent you super chats. Let's just keep this real. You said absolutely nothing. Now you keep bringing up God, God given talents, God given this. God said otherwise. Girl, listen, this is just a word of advice from a 49-year-old. Stop putting God in the middle of your foolishness, of your created mess. God didn't do none of this. You did this. But God said otherwise and blessed us with much, much more. You know, sometimes you can get much, much, much more, and then it can all be taken away. Mhm. We have built this platform video by video from my guest bedroom. That you already told us this, girl, back in 2015 with the best and most creative eyes and hands and production. You do have nice videos. You have visually appealing videos. I'll give you that. Your husband is really good at what he does behind the scenes. That is a true statement. Andrea says, Drea, according to Dr. Blue, it was allegedly Auntie Hammy. Oh yeah, I saw a lot of Dr. Blue's live today. Child, did y'all see Hammy? I don't watch her. I've never seen one of her. I think I saw her and Official King Payne apologize to each other or something. That's the only time I've seen her live. I've never been interested in clicking on her videos just because her thumbnails just aren't appealing to me. Her look isn't. But today, those pictures that Dr. Blue showed to her, she's beautiful. Like, she's beautiful. I was confusion when I saw those pictures of her on Dr. Blue's channel today. Girl. Yes. That would actually make sense because Auntie Hammy doesn't make sense either. I've never seen one of her videos. So I'm gonna have to believe you, Drea. I have no idea. Child. Listen. All right, let's get back to it. My husband, my backbone, and he is the only man that encouraged me to fight this case from the beginning. Well, he's your man. So hopefully, he obviously supports you. He records all of the things that you say and do. He edits them and he publishes them. So he supports the lies, the slander, the defamation. He's in full support of all of the things that you do. So I'm not surprised. That's your husband. He should. My case will set a precedent. It will, girl. Yes, it will. Stop making up lies on people for all future media. And we intend to fight until the truth is out. Girl, as soon as the judge lets us see the transcripts from the court, I'm praying he does, because y'all know I'm gonna find some of that and we're gonna talk about that. The truth is gonna come out. But this is the part that killed me right here. There was no defamation. The jury says that's a lie. No invasion of privacy. The jury said that's a lie. And suicidal thoughts? Cardi says that's a lie. And we prove that. Tasha. Hey, Tasha. Tasha, you're lying right here. And we proved that with sufficient factual evidence. Let's go back up here, y'all. Yet and still, you got to pay Cardi $4 million. So, what exactly are you talking about? How did you prove that, Tasha? I'm confusion. If you proved it, you wouldn't have to pay $4 million. You're lying. You're still lying to your subscribers. You're still lying to the public. You're still lying about Cardi B. And this too might be included in the evidence against you because you still got to go back to court, girl. Why are you like this? Why can't you just say you messed up? You learned your lesson, and I'd like to carry on. I need you to go listen to what Dr. Blue said today. She gave you a summary of what you could have and should have said on your live instead of this right here. Because all of this, it's a lie. It's a total lie. Girl. Whew. Right, Dre, like, girl, it's like she wanted us to be confused that night. Her subscribers weren't listening to anything she said that night. Like I said, she could have sung the ABC. She could have sung the Sesame Street song. She could have said anything, and they would have still had wine glasses and all of the things. It was people like us who were sitting there listening to her, trying to understand and make sense of the things, and the sense wasn't sensing. The words weren't wording. The facts weren't facting on this night, and we're proving it right now. You're lying still. Girl, stop. You too old for this. You got a daughter that's looking at you. She is well aware. She can get on social media. You bragging because she's an honor student and she's confused. You are her mother and your daughter is confused about what reality is because she got to live with you, and you probably gaslight your daughter too. You probably gaslight your son too. Your whole entire family is gaslit. They confused. Your daughter is a teenager and she's confused because of this type of behavior from a 39-year-old woman. You too old for this, Tasha K. You are, and I don't know you. I'm looking at your words, though. This is your words. You need to stop, girl. Hey, my small space. Hey, boo. Welcome and thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Okay, y'all gotta wait. Treya, Small Space. I don't think I have all of you guys. I know Spawn Space has a channel. If y'all got a channel and I didn't give y'all a shout out in the link, can y'all let me know? That's one of the things my big sis does that I really think is important, that we support each other, especially since we're all small content creators, and help each other grow. All right, let's finish. Child, I'm fussing at somebody that really don't care. This lady is special. All right, let's keep going. In court, my lawyers taught me. So wait, court was school for her. She told us that she didn't pass the ninth grade 3 times. So she didn't learn anything until she got to court. She's been paying this attorney for years. Her attorney didn't teach her anything before they got to court. She's saying she learned everything she learned in court. So your attorney didn't prep you for court? Your attorney didn't have a conversation with you in court before you went to court? Before you had to get in front of a judge and a jury and tell the truth? What the fuck? So you didn't listen to your attorney until you got to court. Y'all, y'all, I cannot with this woman, this grown woman. In court, my lawyers taught me about preserving the record so that it is noted for the future. What does that mean? Can any of you guys translate that sentence for me right there? I'm really good at translating stuff, but that sentence is confusion for me. Well, this is me right now, preserving the record. Me getting up here reading all of these mushmash words all over the place, shooting at ducks flying around your head. This is her with her words, preserving for the record. We will fight no matter the cost or length, even if it takes years. Girl, you just took years. What are you talking about? You just took the years. This took years. I spent 11 years building this platform. And that's the sad part. You built your platform on lies. And now your platform is in danger of not existing. You worked really hard for 11 years. All you did, all of the hard work, and you might now have it taken from you. I spent 11 years building this platform to serve as a leader in media. I don't know if y'all saw what I did about her and Cardi with the Inside and Out. Tasha, you don't even have a Wikipedia page. You're not a leader. There are so many people. None of my people in real life know who you are. None of them. When I started talking about the Cardi B and Tasha K trial and all of the things that are going on, my people in real life look at me with starry, star-glazed eyes. Like, what are you talking about? Why do you know all that? They don't know who you are. YouTubers know who you are. But most people, a lot of the media outlets didn't even cover this case because who's Tasha K? Ow! It's the delusion for me. Media is a power fighting machines with endless money, protecting their investment. That's another sentence that I don't fully understand. If someone could explain that in the chat, I greatly appreciate it. Because even though it's there on the paper, some of these things are still causing me confusion. My small space says Tasha Luther King. Girl, Tasha X. House of Tasha's Lies. Like, girl, like, what is wrong with her? Something is wrong on the inside. Like, all of the inside of her is wrong. It's like, girl, I mess up all the time. And when I do, I apologize. I try to, especially if somebody brings it to my attention. Not only did Cardi try to bring this to your attention so you could stop doing it, you went to court and they told you, they showed you that you were wrong. And now you have to pay for this mistake financially. And you are doubling down. I've never seen anything like this ever in my whole entire life. Whew. Oh, yeah, we got to help each other grow. That's what we do. Child. Tasha Luther King. We're going to leave that one up there, my small space. My husband has spent over 20 years working in production. He's good at his job, too. Tell him I said that. We have over 1 million viewers. No, you don't. Not anymore, girl. Not anymore. And hundreds of millions of viewers, and most who have been with us since the very beginning. I love y'all so much for that. Y'all built me, and y'all are the only ones who can take away the viewers. They've started. I show my gratitude and appreciation by fighting for this priceless gift you have gifted my family and me, and the right to exercise our freedom of speech as human beings. What does that say? Y'all built me, and y'all are the only ones who can take away the viewers. I show my gratitude and appreciation by fighting for this priceless gift you have gifted my family and me, and the right to exercise our freedom of speech as human beings. We're going to put this one up here because I have no idea what that says. None. This is the part that killed me. Kibi Studios is a household name. Girl, it's the delusion for me. She said this with her whole chest, too. She said Kibi Studios is a household name. I cannot. With not even a wiki. That's what I told y'all earlier. Y'all don't even have a Wikipedia page, but I digress. She didn't say the part that I just read. Unwind with Tasha K is just one of the subsidiaries, and we intend to break out many more. But wait. Okay, wait. Did she have Kibi Studios before she had Unwind with Tasha K? Or did Kibi Studios get created because of the Cardi B court case? And she needed to try to move stuff into Kibi Studios, which is why Kibi Studios got added on to the court case. And Kibi Studios has also been held liable for what Tasha K said. Mm, child. Right, Andrea. You're a blogger, girl. Girl. My small space said, I honestly think she is a very difficult client. When she would come out to attack, she would say, my lawyer told me not to say this, if it but F it, I'm speaking. And her lawyer probably told her not to say this. I don't believe her lawyer approved this whole conversation she had on her channel. This is not going to help her when she goes back to court. Nothing in here is positive. Like nothing. Cardi did her best to work with her not to go into litigation. Exactly. But she threw it in her face. Yeah. And it's on video. She recorded videos about what Cardi tried to do behind the scenes before it went to the court. Like it's the delusion for me. I'm glad you are reading it because I can't listen to her speak. Child, I listened to it for you and I had my Google typer type the words and then I went back and cleaned it up. All right, so this is when it gets good, y'all. Listen to this delusion. Although the court hasn't instructed us to take the videos down, I've always said that I will comply with any court or jury. Excuse me? I thought they didn't tell you to take it down. So what are you talking about? I've always said that you would comply. You said you would comply when the white man told you to take the videos down, though. Something to that effect. The videos have been taken down to show good faith to the courts. So you have a whole 2-3 week court case where you leave the videos up. You lose said court case to the tune of almost $4 million. And now 2 days after you took that L, now you take the videos down. I mean, it's good that you took them down. You should have been taking them down. You could have took them down when Cardi asked you to take them down. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't even be here talking about you today. I'd be doing something else. But go off, sis. Go off and pat yourself on the back, girl. The videos have been taken down to show good faith to the courts. Because I respect the courts. You lied on the stand. And then you tried to take stuff back that you said on the stand. That's why you gotta go, girl, it's not over. We respect the courts. She made a lot of this like the I and the we. Like she blame instead of her taking any type of blame, she will always bring in the we word. And the we word is her talking to her subbies. She's trying to get her subbies to feel some of this guilt that she's guilty and she knows she did wrong, but she's never going to say it, right? Her cognitive dissonance won't allow her to say it. But she always hugs we. Y'all help do this too, y'all. Y'all winos, y'all are part of the problem too. It's not just me. That's what she's saying. This machine. I should have counted how many times she said the machine. I didn't. I should have, though. This machine. We know she's talking about Cardi every time she says the machine. Has tried to have me arrested, threatened my life, and created a fake narrative about me. What? What? And I want you to ask yourself this. Why does the federal government subpoena my work on this channel if it's fake news? Are you talking about that R. Kelly stuff where the security guard gave you information that they shouldn't have? That could be a reason that they would subpoena your work, even if it is fake news, because you and a security guard in trouble. Boo. Why do state police departments request my videos for their cases? Because you say um, negative things about people, and if they go to the police needs it as evidence, maybe? Why do media sites all over the world quote my work? Our. Remember I told y'all she wraps all of this stuff up to her winos as we and our. She wants them to take responsibility for her actions. She wants her winos to feel bad for supporting her lies and her slander and her foolishness. Do you all have any knowledge of this being true? This is a question that I have for you guys. This isn't her saying this. This part right here in pink. Do y'all know of any media sites that actually quote her work? I tried to Google some, and the only thing the media sites are quoting is the Tasha K Cardi B court case at this point. Like, I don't see anybody that is quoting her work other than quoting what she said about Cardi B. They were quoting the R. Kelly information, right? Like, I don't know what she's talking about, but I could be wrong. I'm not a wino. I don't watch her channel, so I don't understand any of what she said. If you round, my small space says if you rounded it off, you would have to go to 4 million. The most expensive toilet child. The most expensive toilet paper that she probably got a paper cut in her ass wiping with. Boo. Right, none. I've never seen any media outlet quote Tasha K like, we got this from Tasha Kibi. Unwind with Tasha K. Like, really? I've never seen it. I've never seen it either. Like, y'all, I'm just, all right. Whew, I want better for this, for us. And I live that better. It's the delusion for me. Everything I represent. So now she's talking about herself. She represents marriage. So does Cardi B. She represents a two-parent household. So does Cardi B. She represents working for every dime she makes. Cardi B works her ass off without harming the next person to get there. Why did you put that sentence in there? Because it's a lie. You harmed Cardi B. She asked you to stop harming her. You continue to harm her. And the court says you did it. You owe her money now because you harmed her. So now you're saying you've never harmed anybody? Girl, what is wrong with you? Your thinking is a mess. You need help. Like, you really, really need help. You are a danger to your children. You are definitely a danger to your very influential teenage daughter. I create videos, including humor and truth, to take us out of depression and get our minds off of sickness and financial burdens. And no machine, Cardi B, will ever stop me. Girl, girl, girl. You, why did you put this in here? Why did you put this in here? You lie to yourself and you believe the lies that you tell yourself. And that's the scary part of all of this. And your husband allows you to lie to yourself. Your husband allows you to believe the lies that you tell yourself because you're a golden goose egg for your husband. Period. Allegedly. Drea said Tasha K allowed a man to come up on her platform to bash another black woman. He talked about her lady parts and said she had poor hygiene. Dr. Blue was talking about that commercial today. I never even thought about that. Was it today or yesterday? One of the days. I never thought about that Pangea commercial, but that Pangea commercial is terrible. Like all of, and this is the delusion. This is delusion. All right, let's keep going, y'all. We almost done. I get your emails daily, encouraging me to keep going. And I love y'all so much for that. So accepting me as me. This trial was purely sympathy and payola. There's that payola word again that we've heard Nicki Minaj use, referencing Cardi. Who cares? Payola is in every single corner of our society. We live in a capitalistic society. People do what they need to do to get paid. Why is that coming out of your mouth in your statement about your loss of this case? Girl, stop it. I know why. It just hit me. You think you're on Cardi's level. Y'all, Tasha K thinks she is on the same level as Cardi B. That's what this is about. She thinks she's an A-list celebrity just like Cardi B. The lies we tell ourselves. So does talking about someone having herpes entertaining? Obviously it is. And would help the others forget about depression? Obviously so much. Like, we don't know we don't understand the humor in it, right? It was just for, shits and giggles. You know, girl. All right, this trial was purely sympathy and payola to protect corporate interests, and we intend to take this all the way to the Supreme Court if need be. Go for it, girl. Go for it. This is my life, and I will spend my life fighting for my livelihood. Remember, everything is coddled in I, we, and our. Our First Amendment right as human beings. Dozens of major media outlets and New York Times, Associated Press, Billboard, etc. have requested comments. I bet they have. You got to pay $4 million. Now they want to know. Now they want to talk to you, girl. How you feel about that cool $4 million? And I asked my lawyers to inform you all on our appeal process every step of the way. And I want to thank the winos. And That's why I stopped watching Storm, because he used to talk about female body parts. I can't stand. I never watched him. I didn't even really know who he was. I knew of him because I sometimes I watch Official King Pain. So I knew who he was because of Official King Pain, but I've never watched a video of him. So, yeah, that's not good when men decide to get on camera and talk about women's body parts. Not even Nikki, not an A list anymore. Oh, Nikki's not an A list anymore? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Even if she had it, wouldn't that be between Cardi and her husband? It would, like, none of what it shouldn't matter. I felt bad that Cardi even had to submit her medical records to the court. Like, for it to even get that far, whose business is it? Other than her and her husband's. There is a large percentage of the population who has herpes, some way, shape, or form. Some of it is hereditary. They were born with it. Some of it is because of cold sores. Some of it is because of sexual intercourse. It is not uncommon for people to have it. And to sit up here and act like it's like a deadly disease or like something is wrong with it is just terrible. Because not only are you putting false information out about Cardi, what about the people who actually have it? Like, do we not care about people's feelings who have to live with this? They deserve some privacy and respect. And you're putting out words to try to make anybody who has anything wrong with them, anything other than having a perfect, clean bill of health, you alone are trying to make it seem like something's wrong with them. And it's not. You'd be surprised at how many people, the statistics of how many people actually have it. What business is it of anybody? Anybody other than their sexual partner. It's nobody's business. Drea says, there are a few male YouTubers I had to stop watching because of how they spoke about women, including calling them monkeys and apes. Me too. I used to reside in a lot of the manosphere spaces, you guys, and it got worse and worse. It's like they would see that whatever conversations they had anti-woman, especially anti-black woman, would get them the most clicks and views. And so that's the direction they just took their content. It was just all bashing black women. Even the ones that try to make jokes and make it funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. We have feelings. And we shouldn't normalize men calling women bees either. We should not. Absolutely should not. All right, let's finish this last page, you guys. And before I go, I saw that there were a few fundraisers that was started under my name. We did not create those, nor do we need and nor will we ever create a fundraiser for anything. That's a lie. Tasha K had created a GoFundMe years ago. But okay, sis, go off. And with that being said, I want you guys to report them if you see them. That's good. We have reported a few, but obviously dozens are popping up to scam under our company. Signing off. Winos, we will be back. She got a little choked up. She cleared her throat. We will be back serving exclusive wine this Friday. And with that being said, now I gotta go. Bye. She waved her hand. She got up out of the chair. She picked up the glass that was in front of her and she walked off the screen and left the chair blank. That was the end of her live. Again, there's something wrong. Let's go back to the definition. Cognitive dissonance, the state of having inconsistent thoughts. This whole entire live, all of those words were very inconsistent. They were very confusing. They didn't make sense in real time, so much so that I needed to see them on a piece of paper so that I could try to make some sense of them. And there were still parts that didn't make sense. The only thing that finally made sense to me was the machine. I could not figure out the machine that night. I am very clear. she is referring to Cardi B when she says the machine. That's all I get. The state of having inconsistent thoughts, inconsistent beliefs, or attitudes, especially as relating to behavioral decisions. So her decision to double down and to not take those video down is the cognitive dissonance that I see. This is me. This is what I see, in my opinion, and an attitude change. The night of the live, her body language was very different than the video that is there. That night, she was so uncomfortable. She couldn't sit still. She grabbed at her desk. She looked like she wanted to throw the script away and just kick it with her audience like she's used to doing. She was very uncomfortable that night. All right, let's go back to the chat and wrap this up, guys. All right, but I heard that in court, she did say it's funny, and who's to say she herself doesn't have it? Girl, she did. I can't wait to see these court transcripts. I am looking forward to seeing these court transcripts. She might have it. Child, I cannot. She got the money, so why is she saying she has 2 kids? Her channel wasn't taken. It was just money. So what is she talking about trying to take her down? My small space, we don't know. We just read the statement. We don't know what she's talking about. Nothing makes sense anymore. And now I'm more confusion than I was before I read the statement, before I wrote the words down, because something's wrong. Like, there is definitely a disconnect between reality and the world that Tasha K lives in. She does not live in reality. She does not reside in a space where you can even have a real conversation with her, right? Like, there is no agreeing to disagree with her. If you don't agree with her, you're wrong. I don't understand people like that. We can agree to disagree and keep moving and be cool. Not with Tasha K. If you disagree with Tasha K or you don't give Tasha K what she wants, she's coming for you. This is the saddest state of being. And my problem with this is because she's a Black woman. I have no desire for her to be broke. I have no desire for her to look bad in public. I do have a desire for her to grow as a human being, and especially as a mother. I am very worried about her daughter. I am very worried about her daughter. I'm praying for Tasha. I'm praying for her family, for her company, and for whatever else is to come behind all of this, because it just does not seem as though she really cares, and this is all a joke to her. All right, you guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. And I will see y'all soon. I might see y'all tomorrow. I haven't gotten past today. I might see y'all tomorrow. I got to get ready to go. I got somewhere to be soon. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you soon.